And back to the phones because it's Open Line Friday. Here is George in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Great to have you on the program, sir. Hello.
Thanks, Rush. Hey, I'm calling to tell you what I think is the most inspiring thing you've said on your program in 19 years. And that would be 6 years ago when you lamented how so many people do not use the gifts that God gave them. And I got to tell you, Rush, that inspired me to use a gift that I hadn't used for a long time, and I thank you so much. But it strikes me that really encapsulates everything you've been saying. You want a country, a society, that encourages people to use the gifts that God gave them, and that's what I called to tell you, Rush.
Well, I appreciate that. I remember it well. I've said it a number of times. One of the ways of expressing it, I'll try this again. There's so many things that are misunderstood about people who engage in political discussions, because so much of politics is about arguing to win and to lose. And in politics, when you talk about people losing, well, there are negative consequences to that. But in my fervent hope, and as a conservative, and I know I speak for every conservative when I say we love everybody, and we want everybody to succeed. And that desire is really the foundation of every conservative economic and social belief. We don't want people to have to be dependent on people that really don't care about them. We don't want people to have to be dependent on people that are really not interested in it. We don't want people to have to be dependent on people who are using them. We want people to experience the great things about achievement and accomplishment and success, because that's how we have a great country. That is how we have a wonderful society. Now, it's obvious not everybody's going to be able to do it. Some people are never going to find what it is they're good at. Some people simply are not going to find what it is they want to do. And that's always been something that has been somewhat disappointing, because I was lucky. I found out really early in life. When I was 8 years old, I knew what I wanted to do. Some form of it. I knew what I wanted to do when I was 8 years old. And I have been nothing but dedicated to those desires. And it's true, the old saw that if you're doing what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Sounds kind of cliched, but it really is true. And if more people had the good fortune of actually discovering their passion, their true passion, and if they could figure out a way to get paid for it, then they would know life and success and all kinds of happiness in ways that eludes them otherwise. And that's what I wish for people.